I have a very simple flow chart on this slide that lists out the steps involved in capturing a successful design on the Schematic Editor. Schematic entry flow gives the flow information for designing a schematic. So to create a schematic, you can follow these steps. To start with, you can first open the design using the CIW or the Library Manager tool, then add component instances by placing cell views from libraries. After that, add or modify the component parameters, create pins to indicate connections outside of the schematic, connect the components and pins using wires, check the design to ensure that it is correct, and finally save the design. Now, before any design is completely created in the Schematic Editor tool, you need to have an idea about the design intent that you want to capture. As such, you may have a design configuration on your mind. A schematic capture usually consists of active and passive devices, wires, pins and connections to the power and the ground supply. You can see an example here. Almost all the designs you capture in a hierarchical format and will have an input and an output that can be defined by the pins that you see on the screen. Wires will be used to connect these pins to instances. All of these can be labeled and named. You can see some names over here. You also provide parameters to the instances based on your design topology to achieve the desired working. You can click on different buttons in the Schematic Editor toolbar, use menu items or even keyboard shortcut bind keys to simplify your schematic capture. The icons appear near the top edge of the schematic editing window. Bind keys are activated by pressing specified keys on the keyboard, which speed up the flow of schematic capture. They can be installed with the default set of functions, and these functions can be customized. A full set of programmed bind keys can be viewed or changed using the Bindkey Editor, which is accessible from the CIW menu. You do not have to remember all the bind keys. You can see them listed for a specific tool in the Bindkey Editor that you can see here on the screen. You can access this from the CIW. From the CIW, choose Options and then select Bind Key to open the Bindkey Editor form. Choose Schematics to see the available bind keys for the Schematic Editor, which are defined using skill functions that you can see here in the comment column. Here you see the Schematic Editor user interface opened in the basic workspace. Captured on the canvas is a simple 2-input NAND gate. Here let's take a quick look at the GUI, and you have the menu bar and the toolbar. You can change workspaces from the toolbar pull down menu. Also, you can see the assistants that are docked on the left side. You can of course move these assistants anytime you want, dock them wherever you want, and customize your workspace. And at the bottom you have mouse button prompts that will appear. Use this slide more for a reference later on. Take some time to look at the different toolbar buttons and what they are used for.